Hello everyone. I still don't know how to do an intro. 3 days ago now, I looked at my subscriber count and noticed that it has surpassed 300 people, which is crazy. I didn't think 300 people would want to watch my I'll be honest, I fully expected this to happen at some point, but I'm still surprised for some reason. I figured it was too late for me to come up with a celebration video for this milestone because, I don't know. And so instead I'm going to co-opt a pre-existing video idea and make that my subscriber special. Check me out. They don't call me High Effort Hank for nothing. I talk a lot about English dialects and accents, so you'd expect that I'd be able to identify them on sight. And for the most part I can. I am much better at identifying regional accents from places like England and the US where they're, very defined. But there are also groups of accents like, I don't know, basically the entirety of Asia, or like basically any country where English is a second language. I really struggle to pin down. I figured to officially test my ability to identify accents, I would do the International Dialects of English Archive Test Your Ear quiz. Basically, they'll play, I think, 20, let me just check. Yes, 20 recordings of people from around the world just talking, and I, using my knowledge of English dialects, will have to try and figure out where they're all from. I believe in myself, though. I think I know enough about English dialects to be able to get a passing mark on this at least. I'm going to be ranking myself on an arbitrary 3-point scale that I still haven't quite come up with, so I'm going to force myself to explain it to you so that I can come up with it on the spot. 3 points is if I get the right country, or if it's, a country like the US where it's just massive, the right region. 2 points is if I'm, close, but no cigar. 1 point is if I'm just vaguely just the right region. No points is just I'm fucking wrong. And so that means that this quiz will be graded out of 60, and shut up, dude. What the fuck are you even eating? And guys, if you like this video, make sure to obliterate that like button. Penetrate the subscribe button. And if you want to be part of our notification gang. Oh, hey, buddy. This is Niles, everyone. Niles, say hi to the people at home. There. Oh, he really isn't interested in you. And without further stalling, I'm gonna start.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo.
Right, so immediate first impression, she's Australian. Or maybe from New Zealand. I'm gonna listen out for her kit, dress, and trap vowels, because that's how you identify New Zealanders, whether they've undergone that wacky-ass chain shift.
Then she put on a plain yellow dress and a fleece jacket.
Okay, she says dress, so she's safe, everyone. She says dress rather than dress, and so that implies to me that she was born before 1970. And given where Australia's population lives, I'll say she lives somewhere on the East Coast, just because that's anywhere from Melbourne up to Brisbane, just in that general area. That's where everyone in Australia lives, except me. I'm the one person who lives outside there. All right, I'm gonna click there for the answer. 67-year-old woman, born in 1934. Dang, I wouldn't have caught that. I wouldn't have thought she's that old. Oh, that feels really mean to say. From Wallaroo, South Australia. Oh, so not on the East Coast. Dang, but still. I was pretty close. I think I went that's it. I was too specific there. I thought just based off of population that I could figure out where she's from, but that turned out to not be the case. So I won't get that hubris again. That's 2 points for question 1. Now question 2.
Well, here is a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veteran nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted village of the territory.
So this guy sounds to be somewhere from the Indian subcontinent. The only thing I know about Indian accents in specific, and I don't know if this applies to other accents around the area like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, the one thing I know is that they sometimes merge w and v, which this guy sounds like he has done. I'm assuming pronouns for all of these people, which is probably bad practice of me. It's not a good habit to get into, so I'll do it. I'll stop it for all the following samples. I'm gonna skip ahead and just see if his unscripted speech is in here. No, it isn't. Okay, so I was gonna say if I could figure out how confident he is in speaking English, that might give me a clue as to where in India he lives, because people who live in bigger cities and in certain regions tend to be more confident with their English because it's spoken more in daily life in those areas. But the thing is, I can't really gauge off of this how good his English is because he's reading, and he might just be less confident with reading than he is with speaking, which is common for a lot of native English speakers. I can't go any more specific, so I'm just going to guess India. I could even be wrong there. I don't know the specifics of Pakistani or Sri Lankan accents. Alright, just gonna go India, just in general. If this guy is within India, I'm giving myself 3 points. This guy's from Mangalore, India. Wonderful. 3 points to the trans community. Alright, now to sample 3. Let's get this over. Let's move this along. Let's move this along now. Let's go to sample number 3.
Sarah was a nurse who'd been working in the newest area of the territory. She was very happy to start another new job, this time in the North Square near Duke Street Tower. On her first morning, she washed her face, put on a plain white dress and a fleece jacket.
This lady is clearly from the American South, but she said a very particular thing, which is wash. And if I'm not mistaken, this could be a more widespread feature, but if I'm not mistaken, that is characteristic of Appalachia. And she does sound fairly old, and so... Fuck, I'm still assuming pronouns. I'll start at number 4, being correct.
When she got there, there was a woman with a goose waiting for her.
Oh, she doesn't even have the fucking wine merger, which I made a video on, by the way. You should really check it out, and also subscribe to me. Damn, she's got a nice accent. I love this. I'm just gonna go for Appalachia. And by Appalachia, I mean I'm going for the mountains, but also like the area around the mountains as well. Let's see how I am. I'm gonna have to look this place up on a map. From Marion, Kentucky. That sounds Appalachian. I mean, it's Kentucky, but is it Appalachia? I really want to give myself 3 points for this one. I think I've done well. I think I've done so well on this one. I don't know. I'm proud of myself. I think I deserve fucking self-care, bitches. I'm giving myself 3 points on this one because I fucking deserve it. I've earned it. Alright, gonna go to number 4 now, and I'm not going to assume the speaker's pronouns.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory. So she was very happy.
Alright, this person's from London. I'm just gonna go for it. They're from London, straight up. I'm so confident, I'm not even gonna listen to any more. Gonna go straight to it. 23-year-old woman from Farringdon, central London. I'm another 3-pointer. Let's go. They call me LeBron James with all the 3-pointers I'm getting. I'm on a roll right now. The fuck was that? What? I'm too autistic to be expressive, man.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory. So she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private...
So, this is where we get to the regions of the world where English is less common, and so my fucking expertise is just... I know nothing about these areas. I know nothing. Look, her intonation and general, quality of voice leads me towards somewhere in the Caribbean.
Even so, on her first morning, she felt stressed.
So, yeah, the goat vowel, goat, really, and I don't know, she's doing glottal replacement and everything. She's doing a lot of, features that I've never heard combined in one accent before. This is a really interesting one. I've never heard an accent like this before. I really got no clue where this person's from, but I'm just gonna go for the Caribbean, which is so vague that if I'm right, I'm just gonna give myself 2 points anyway. Let's have a look. Barbados. Yo, Barbados. That's correct. 2 points. Let me. I was so scared that they'd be from fucking, I don't know, Siberia or some shit, and I would just be way off. Let's go to number 6 now.
Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory. So she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice in North Square near the Duke Street Tower. That area was much nearer for her and more to her liking. Even so, On her first morning,
Oh
she
fuck, I
felt
wonder
stressed.
where this guy's from. Wow, he's from France. He's from Nice. Oh yeah, no, 3 points for that one. that was a tricky one. Number 7, let's have a look.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinarian nurse who had been working
So this
daily.
is a lady from Maine. I think this is Maine 2. Yeah, this is Maine 2. She was born in 1915, I think, in Maine, near the coast. I can't guess this one because I've listened to this speaker so many times. I used a sample of her speech in my horse video.
Sarah warned that this course of treatment might be expensive.
She has one of the most beautiful accents I've ever heard, though. You have to go on International Dialects of English. You just go to www.dialectsarchive.com/main-2, and you will hear the most wonderful accent you've ever heard in your life. Alright, let us move on to number 8. Fucking the French guy is in my head, man.
Well, here's a story for you.
Alright, I've
Sarah
used
Perry.
I used this guy in the video too. I used him in the same video.
Sarah warned this course of treatment.
This is Newfoundland 4. If I hadn't used this exact sample in a video before, then I probably wouldn't have guessed Newfoundland or Canada. I would have said he was from Ireland because I can't tell Newfoundland and Ireland apart, man. They're so similar. At least to my ears. They might not actually be that similar, but to my ears, they're so similar. But no, I used this guy in the same fucking video as the last one, so... I'm deducting 6 points from the overall score to take into account the fact that I couldn't guess these two because that'd be cheating. Next one. Hopefully I won't have fucking heard this one.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry
love this guy.
was a veterinary nurse who had been working there. So she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice in North Square.
Right, so this person is German. I can tell just because, I've listened to enough German people speaking that I can sort of identify a German on oral sight. But where in Germany are they from? Well, I have an answer for that too. Basically, I'm not a historian, so I'm going to fuck this up, but after World War II, Germany was split 3 ways, kind of. It was split in 2, East and West Germany, obviously, with East Germany going to Russia, but West Germany, I'm pretty sure, was occupied by the British and the Americans, and you can still hear the results of these occupations today, because Germans who've learnt English in the southwest of Germany, where Britain occupied, have non-rhotic accents that sound a lot like, middle of the 20th century received pronunciation. And then if you go to northwest Germany, you hear a lot of Germans who sound kind of like they've got American accents. So you can hear the results of the division of Germany after World War II. You can hear that in people's accents today, when German people speak English. This person has a really high trap vowel, kind of sounds more like trep, and they're non-rhotic. They don't pronounce R's unless a vowel follows. And so I'm gonna guess Southwest Germany, and I am pretty confident with this one. They call me the accentologist for a reason. Let's have a look. Austria. Fucking hate Austria. Fucking fake ass fucking country. Fuck you. Damn, I should have kept that in mind. I can't tell. I haven't listened to enough Austrian accents to identify one on sight, clearly. Man, I was so confident with that one. Damn. I'm still giving myself 2 points because we can't get any closer to southwestern Germany than Austria. Except for Switzerland and probably France, actually, now that I think about it. But still, I'm giving myself that one. I'm fucking giving myself that one. Funnily enough, I can... No, I can't. Alright, well, that was a bad comeback. Let's see if I can make it back up with 10.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at a zoo in the deserted...
You're fucking kidding me. This dude is from South Africa. From fucking some place like that. It's got Blum in the name. I've fucking used this guy in a video too. I haven't actually released the video yet. I've been working on it for yonks now, but it's still, there's a video in progress that's going to be out in a long time now, probably a few months. And it's got this guy in it. This is yet another 3 points deducted from the overall score, because if I guessed, oh, this guy's from Bloemfontein in South Africa, I'd be cheating. Oh, that's so annoying. I've been on this website too much. I know all of the samples I'm on a first name basis with these people. All right, let's try 11. I need that comeback.
Well,
Anyway,
here is a story
before.
for you. Sarah Pretty was a veteran nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in the deserted district of the territory.
All right, so this person is, clearly English is a learned language for this person. I think they are from Asia, excluding Japan from that, because Japanese people tend to have a distinct Japanese accent that I can identify. But the rest of East Asia, probably excluding island Southeast Asia, but the rest of East Asia it could be any one of them. So that's already a maximum of 2 points for this one. I mean, I would guess China, because that's just where the majority of people living in East Asia live. I just gotta go for it, I guess. I'm going China, the east coast of China. Let's see how I do. From Yu Young. Oh my god, no! Well, it's China, definitely China, but not the east coast. It's in the east of China, but not at the east coast. I still want to give myself 3 points for that, because it's still East China. But I feel dirty giving myself 3 points. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give myself 3 points for this one, because I've earned it. Alright, let's listen to number 12.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory. So she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice in North Square near the Duke Street Tower.
Alright, this person's from Northern Ireland. Their voice sounds familiar. I might have listened to this person before, but I don't. Either way, if they're not immediately familiar like the other three were. They're not immediately familiar, so I'm still going to count this one. I'm just going to go for Northern Ireland, like the country. I've listened to this for fucking less than 10 seconds, but sure, I'm going to go for Northern Ireland. Yep, there we go. From South Armagh and Belfast. I know it's Gaelic, it could be, the GH could be anything. South Armagh and Belfast. I'm proud of that one, that's a 3 I think. Let's go 13.
So she was very happy to start a new job at the superb private practice in North Square near the Duke's
This guy's
Tower.
intonation brings me so much joy.
Then she put on a plain yellow dress in a fleece jacket, picked up her kit and
pauses,
headed
I'm on the edge of my seat.
When she got there was a woman with a goose
no
waiting
idea.
for her.
Fucking Europe.
The woman gave
This
Sarah
person's
an
from
official
Europe
letter
for sure,
from
but this
the
is the
vet.
first one that I'm really struggling.
The letter implied that the animal could be suffering from a rare form of foot and mouth disease.
He sounded so fucking Dracula in that one rare form of foot and mouth disease. I feel really bad for laughing at this guy's accent. It's not his accent, it's his intonation. The pauses and the up and down. It's so I love it. It makes me so happy. I'm just gonna go somewhere in the south of Europe, fucking Mediterranean, one of the Mediterranean countries, not Spain. I'll cross Spain off the list. Could be Italian, Greek, I don't know. Hold on, I could do something here. This person doesn't have the retracted S that you hear in Spanish and I think Greek. Which narrows it down to Italy, but I also heard them say V instead of W. Any ideas that were in my head of where this person is from have just gone out of my ear. I've got no clue. I'll go for Mediterranean Europe, max 2 points. Let's take a look. Italy! What? I was gonna guess Italy, but then I went vague. I've given myself enough sympathy 3-pointers. This is gonna be a 2-pointer. Alright. I'm still proud of that one. I was really struggling with that one. Alright, 14, let's go.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who'd been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the Territory. So she was very happy to start a new job.
I'm gonna say Scotland, astoundingly, but I'm just trying to figure out if I have heard this woman before, if I've listened to this sample before, because I think I have. If she's from Glasgow, I have, and I don't think this counts. Glasgow, damn! Alright, I have listened to this woman before. Alright, 15, let's go.
Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the Territory. So she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice in North Square.
That's insane! This person either has a cultivated southern accent or the Tidewater accent. This is a real old-fashioned southern US accent, where you hear force instead of force. He does still have R-coloring in the nurse vowel, but still non-rhotic southerner on this archive. That's insane. I love that. And his voice too, man. He could narrate any documentary and I'd watch it. Doesn't matter what it's on. I love this one so much. I don't even care where this guy's from. I just want to listen to this. I just want to listen to him. He's so good. If I had to make a guess regionally, I'd go the Carolinas. It's from one of the Carolinas. Probably North Carolina, but I'm not going to go that specific. It's just the Carolinas. South Carolina! Woo! 93 years old. Wow. He's from Charleston. Classic. Charleston has always had weird accents. Go back to dialect articles from 1890 and you still hear people talking about how weird people talk in Charleston, South Carolina. That specific city has been iconic accent-wise for a long time now. Oh yes, South Carolina. That is a 3-pointer. I'm so proud of that one. Let's go. Let's keep going. Oh, that was so good. I'm gonna fucking bookmark that one because that was crazy. South Carolina 9. Oh my god. That was beautiful.
Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the Territory. So she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice in North Square.
This is the hardest one so far. I've never heard an accent like this before, and I can't pin down any of its features. I'm going to make a wild guess at Scandinavia, but that could be so unconceivably wrong. Scandinavia itself, I'm talking continental Europe, Norway, Sweden. Am I going to count Finland? Nah, I won't count Finland and Denmark. Argentina. Whoo! I would never have guessed that. Right, that's a 0-pointer. That is a 0-pointer, well and truly.
Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo and a deserted district of the Territory. She was very happy to start a new job at a...
I have no idea. I'm just gonna fucking go Europe. And that's a maximum of 1 point. Oh, from Germany. Should have gone fucking Germany. That would have been smart. I was thinking Germany, but then I thought, nah. Damn, well, 1 point for me, I guess. Woo-hoo.
She was very happy to start another new job, this time in North Square near the Duke Street Tower. On her first morning, she washed her face, put on a plain white dress.
All right, Liverpool. Back into the land of accuracy and knowledge. Liverpool. This person affricates their unvoiced stops, especially tse. They also have the nurse square merger, which is pronouncing nurse as nurse. And so, yeah, they say nurse and square with the same vowel. Perfect Scouse accent. Let's have a listen. Yep, 51-year-old woman from Liverpool. 51-year-old woman from Liverpool. I think that was terrible. That was terrible. Second last one, let's go.
That area was much nearer for her and more to her liking. Even so, on the first morning, she felt stressed.
A lot of R dropping going on. I'm gonna guess around Massachusetts. That's so vague. I'm either gonna go eastern part of Massachusetts or eastern part of Connecticut. But if she's from Connecticut, then I've got to cross her off because I've listened to her and looked at her accent before. New York. Ooh. I have not heard this person before, and I'm wrong. I'll give myself a 2 for that one. I should have known. I should have listened harder. Kind of bummed by that one. I was so confident too. I thought for sure I was gonna have to discount it. Very similar to one I've heard somewhere in New England before. The final sample, number 20. Let's see if I can get this one.
Sarah Berry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory.
China. Eastern half of China. Let's go.
That's pretty thick-headed, but nothing compared to the rich, thick, frosty mug taste of an A&W root beer.
This is what happens when you don't do your research. I heard the way they said the letter L, and it was very light, and I thought, oh, that's such a Chinese accent way of saying it, but it's actually Vietnamese. I have completely, my... You know what I mean? And here is a fable of why you don't be stupid. I'm giving myself 1 point for this one because I got like the right area of the world, but not the right country, not the right region of the country, nothing like that. Damn, I was trying to be so cool about it too. There you go, folks. Tallying up all of my scores to a final amount and playing a drum roll in this, putting it in post, and calculating everything and deducting everything, we get my final score of... I don't know. I'm not doing the maths in my head. Fuck that. Yeah, this has been my 300 subscriber special. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say. Thank you for watching, genuinely. If you are a video watcher of mine, then thank you for watching my videos. I really do want to do YouTube as a job one day, and whether that's ever gonna happen remains up to the question. This isn't the channel I'll do it with if I do become a YouTuber, but I'm always gonna love this channel. The day that I reached 250 subscribers was the day that I graduated high school and moved out into this place. I'm living here now. I've moved out of Auntie and Uncle's house with the big backyard, with the big beautiful green backyard, so you can say goodbye to those backdrops. I got nothing else to say. Thank you. Just thank you for subscribing and watching and making me feel good. It's nice. Thank you.